I'll be back. Welcome back to Scottish Movies, and today I'm going to be going through my most watched Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. This is a top 10 of probably my 10 favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, but the order is going to be sort of the ones that I've watched the most from the ones I've watched the least. I absolutely love all these movies straight off the bat. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. It's just probably the order is, like I say, the ones I've watched the most, being at number one. So let's get started. So yeah, the film coming in at number 10 is going to be Twins, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. I remember watching this one for the first time, obviously in the 80s when it was released. And I've watched it quite a few times over the years. Again, not tons because it's number 10 in this list. But I do really enjoy Twins. It was, I think, Arnie's first sort of step into the sort of comedy world, and I think it's a good, fun film. If you've not seen it, it's really worth checking out. So number 10 is going to be Twins. Coming in at number 9 is going to be a movie from 1994, and I love this film, and it's True Lies. This being a relatively recent Arnie film, I've probably not watched it as much as some of the others on this list, but I do love this film. This is a fantastic sort of action comedy with Arnie and Jamie Lee Curtis and who's the other guy? Well, shout out, to Tom Arnold as his sort of assistant in this, or is his sort of his colleague, who's really funny, and also like Bill Paxton's in this. Again, being a James Cameron film, no surprise there, but he's really good in this as well. He's basically Arnie playing like a sort of a spy, and it's a great fun movie if you've not seen it, and it desperately needs a proper Blu-ray release. I know there's one in Spain, but we need this on Blu-ray and 4K for that matter. Get it sorted, Mr. Cameron. So you're coming up at number 8, and this might surprise you. It's the original Terminator. This is obviously a classic, fantastic film. Nothing against it with it being sort of quite low in the list. It's just I've seen other films of Arnie's more. Obviously everyone knows the story. Terminator coming back in time to kill Sarah Connor because she ultimately gives birth to John Connor, who's like the guy that takes down the machines and the Terminators in the future. It's just one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever made. Probably only really bettered in this series by its sequel, which you may or may not see later on. That's the Terminator. Coming in at number 7 is I've got this on a triple pack, and it's Total Recall. There's a couple of other Schwarzenegger movies on this list, on this Blu-ray Raw Deal and Red Heat. I'm not a big fan of Raw Deal. I've probably seen it about once back in the 80s. I do need to probably give it a rewatch. Red Heat I do like. It's just not made the top 10. But we're here to talk about Total Recall. Great sci-fi film again. From 1990, I think it was. I've just seen this film loads over the years, and I'll be honest, I kind of still don't get it. It just confuses me. Call me stupid, but I don't know. Total Recall starts off you know, when he goes to the recall people, gets a memory implanted, and then and you're thinking, you know, he's going to be a spy. And I don't know, somewhere along the line it just loses me, and I've watched it so many times that I still can't get it in my head what what the actual plot is, but I still sort of love it. Yeah, it's probably just me. I'm just stupid. But yeah, that's coming at number 7. That's Total Recall. Coming up number 6, I believe we're at, is from 1987, The Running Man. Yeah, love The Running Man. Again, I've seen this a ton of times over the years. This is one where he's basically he gets framed for a sort of crime he didn't commit, kind of thing. He gets put onto this game show called The Running Man, where you have to try and survive, really. And he's got some fantastic one-liners in it. Obviously, Arnie's known for his one-liners, and the film with probably the best one-liners for me is coming up later, but this is a close second probably. And yeah, it's just great. He even says his iconic line from the Terminator movies, "I'll be back in this movie" as well. Yeah. I want to say as well, apologies for my pathetic impression of that at the start of this video. Yeah, Running Man, love it. So coming in at number 5, we're up to now. 5 is going to be Predator. I've got this triple pack with all the Predator movies. But yeah, Predator is the original and the best. Yeah, fantastic movie again from 1987. In the 80s, Arnie basically just smashed out of the park with his movies for me. Yeah, these soldiers in the jungle get set upon by basically an alien. They're just taking them out, and everyone knows the story of Predator. It's just awesome. Like as I say, it's never been battered with any of the sequels for me. Um, the third one that's on this list of Predators wasn't bad. Then the new Prey was very, very good. But yeah, I never really rated Predator too much, and The Predator I thought was bloody awful. But yeah, the original Predator with Arnie, awesome movie. Coming up at number, well, we got 4 is, and I mentioned this earlier, this is Terminator 2. Yeah, again, Terminator 2, seen this a ton of times over the years. It's probably my favourite Arnie's film of all time. It's one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time. Again, he says I'll be back in this one as well as the original movie. Also, he coined the phrase "Hasta la vista, baby" in this one as well. But yeah, I know this needs a decent 4K release. When it gets one, I'll probably upgrade this. But yeah, it's just one of the best sci-fi movies ever made, and again another James Cameron. And yeah, it's just awesome. That's Terminator 2. Coming up at number 3. Hold on, get mixed up here. Yeah, number 3 is another sort of Arnie comedy, and it's also a Christmas movie, and it's Jingle All The Way. Yeah, one of the reasons I think I've seen this so much over the years is it being a Christmas movie, and I think when I first saw this, just loved it, and I've probably watched it every Christmas ever since. Yeah, it's just about Arnie trying to get a toy for his son on Christmas Eve, and obviously they're sold out everywhere, and it's just like a race against time, and they get also against a mailman to try and pick up a Turbo Man doll, and yeah, it's just great fun. I've always loved this movie, and it's just such an easy watch as well. I've probably watched this on either DVD or Blu-ray, or probably on the TV, just like I say, every Christmas since. And yeah, it's just a great movie. Coming up, number 2 is the most watched Arnold Schwarzenegger movie in my collection is Commando. Yeah, adore Commando. Another classic from the 80s. Uh, you watch it now, it's just cheesy as hell. And this is the one I was talking about earlier when I said about as the best one-liners. There's just loads in this movie. It's just great. We've got, what do we have? Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired. I'm saying that I've forgotten them all now. There's one when he kills the bad guy at the end. I can't remember what he says now. But there's quite a lot of one-liners. Oh yeah, when he drops the guy Sully over the cliff, and the girl says, "What do you do, Sully?" And he just says, "I let him go." But yeah, Commando is just a cheesy action film from the 80s. It's just great fun. I always thought it was a bit different as well because it didn't just go into what you see on the front there, a guy just running around kill everyone with every weapon under the sun. Obviously, he does that at the end. While we get there, it's just a lot of fun where he hooks up with this lady, and just trying to basically escape the bad guys. And he's got to get to his daughter within like 24 hours or something, and or 40 hours or whatever it is. And yeah, I don't know. It just the road to the end when he basically dons the army vest and gets a million weapons and takes everybody out on his own. Yeah, the road to that is just great as well, and just really love Commando, and I've just seen it a ton of times over the years. I was lucky enough to see this on the cinema couple of years back on a special screening. Obviously, I was probably a little too young to watch it on the big screen the first time round, but yeah, love Commando. And coming up at number one in the most watched Arnold Schwarzenegger movies in my collection would have to be, and again, it's not my all-time favourite Arnie film. It's just the one I've watched probably the most over the years, and it's Junior. No, it's not Junior. It's Kindergarten Cop. Where are we there? Yeah, Kindergarten Cop. I don't know how many times I've seen this movie, whether it be on DVD or I'll say on Blu-ray or probably more on the TV. It's a movie that just used to be aired on the TV all the time, and it's one of those films that I could catch it a couple of minutes in, and I'll just find myself watching it to the end. And it's another sort of action comedy of Arnie's, where he basically takes the role of a undercover kindergarten teacher, where he's trying to find the son of a sort of what do you call it? Well, the bad guy basically, so can get him under protection because he's the lad's father's had to find him and his mother. But yeah, I've just seen it a ton of times. Like I say, is it his best? No. But it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with it, and it's just something that I used to see on the TV, as I say, all the time over the years, and it's just such an easy watch. And yeah, that is why Kindergarten Cop is my number one most watched Arnie movie in my collection or in my life, basically. So yeah, that's Kindergarten Cop, and yeah, that is the top 10. Comment down below probably what your most watched Arnie movie is over the years. Like I say, it doesn't have to be your favourite one. It could be just one you've, like say, like me, that you've just seen a ton of times. Yeah, don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for some more videos. Bye guys.